Welcome back to One Comic Book a Day, where we're covering Superman issue 81 and the first story, Superman's Secret Workshop, which is basically just the same exact story from yesterday. No, it's not a reprint of the Action comic book story, it's just practically the same story. It's really impressive. Now, you remember yesterday's story involved a Telly Savalas-looking Nazi scientist who had built fantastical machines and sent them off to cause havoc so Superman would be distracted while he could commit crimes. Here, it's Luthor, which is definitely an improvement. I always am much more happier to see Luthor, especially when Luthor can just be the bald villain. And Luthor doesn't build these machines. It's in fact Superman who's built these machines as automated machines to help mankind at some point. And Luthor sends them out to cause havoc so he can commit crimes. So they're both stories about fantastical machines distracting Superman so the villain, a bald man, can commit crimes. This one, though, I feel like has a reverse problem. Now, in yesterday's video, I said like the action scenes were sort of memorable with like the buzzsaw flying saucer. None of the action scenes are particularly all that memorable. They're much weaker, and Superman kind of deals with the problems pretty quickly. A lot of the scenes are sort of dedicated to Luthor complaining about Superman saving the day. They're not particularly memorable in any way. They're very short and quick, which is the problem with a lot of action in Superman. Instead of like setting around like one obstacle we could play up. But the climax does involve Luthor building a giant robot version of Luthor to cause havoc, which is just wonderful. Love it. Finally, Superman versus a giant robot. Sort of. It does just look like a giant Luthor. Might as well have signed it as well. I guess putting your face on it is probably much more clear than signing it. But my God, man, the ego on you. Now, yesterday I complained that the climax, like a lot of Superman climaxes, was truncated, with it essentially just having a panel and then the comic ending. There is no satisfying defeat and resolution with the story. You want to see the villain kind of get their comeuppance. Here we get a little bit more. It's maybe about a page. Even then, it's still quick and short, so it still manages to be unsatisfying. So it's an improvement from the last story, but still fairly weak. Superman builds a wall around the big robot Luthor and then takes control of it till he's able to follow the radio signal back to Luthor and uses it to defeat him. There isn't much with that. He just picks up Luthor and drops him, and the story is over. So once again, I want the moment where Luthor is defeated. I want the confrontation. I don't just want Luthor finished because it's time to finish the story. Let me enjoy the ending of the journey you've taken us on. Don't just end the story. Please, have a little more fun with it. That is it from Superman 81, Superman's Secret Workshop. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to get notifications when a new video goes up. I do this Monday through Friday, but Fridays is Bat Friday, where I cover a Batman story and other Detective Comics or Batman. And until next time, let's ponder the question, whatever did happen to the Man of Tomorrow? And what happened to Superman's lab that was shown at least once or twice, or his Fortress of Solitude? Because the Secret Workshop is just a cave. He had other places, but both of those don't seem to exist anymore. Okay, have a great day.